everyone, I'm Dr. Katie Snow, and today we're going to show you how we made our raised garden. So before we get started, everyone's heard the saying, you are what you eat. Well, I'm going to take it a step further. You are as healthy as the food that you eat. And so in order to make sure you know how healthy your plants are or how healthy your food is that you're eating, is to grow your own food. So I want to show you, it's very simple to make a raised garden. So I want to show you first of all the ingredients that you'll need to get and then where to get them from. So we'll start with the planter, and these are actually called Bunk Feeders, B-U-N-K feeders, and you can get them at your local farm supply. So they come in, this is a 10-foot, they also have them in a 5-foot length, and so you can get as many as you need, but really just a couple of these. The advantages to these bunk feeders is they're up off the ground, so you're not having to bend over and hurt your back in order to work on your crops or add fertilizer. You're not having to do a lot of bending down. The other advantage is you don't get taken over by weeds. So this is something I know everybody struggles with when they're gardening. It's very frustrating. And so to have something like this, it just really makes it a lot easier. So you want to make sure that your bunk feeders are very near a water source. And that just makes it easier. So I have, if you look over here, we have our water. And so have the hose rolled up underneath it, and then we have a sprinkler. And I actually have it on a timer, and that just makes it easier so I don't have to say, oh, I forgot to water today. And then I can set it for as much watering as I want to do. So next ingredient after the bunk feeders or the raised bed mix. And so this right here, it's a product by Whitney Farms. It's an organic raised bed mix, and you just want to really make sure, again, how healthy your plants are is how healthy your soil is. And so having an organic raised bed mix, so this already has in it kelp, alfalfa, bone meal, and earthworm casting. So it's a ready to go mix. And so you're going to buy your bags and just drop it right into the bunk feeder. So it's super easy. But again, talking about nutrition, you have to make sure the third ingredient is that you fertilize with a really good fertilizer. So this product is called Garret Juice. It's very easy to use. It is a concentrate. And so with Garret Juice, I'm just going to read to you what's in it. It's compost tea, molasses, liquid seaweed, apple cider vinegar, and fish emulsion. So it's stinky, doesn't smell good, and a little bit goes a long way. So this is a concentrate. You make sure you shake it before you start, and then you just have your glass. If you're going to be spraying this on your crops directly, just be sure you'll get that taste in your food. So after my plants are established and I'm going to be picking the leaves to eat, so this is butter crunch lettuce here, I make sure that I'm spraying it on the ground. So it's a little bit higher concentration. It's 4 ounces in my gallon sprayer. So I just use a little glass like this, measuring cup, measure 4 ounces, put it in, and fill the rest up with water. So it's pretty easy. And I'll show you these plants. They've been in the ground, let's see, going on about 2 months. And so you can see they're pretty established now, but you have to keep feeding plants like this. And so having a good non-commercial fertilizer, this is made with animal and plant parts, so it's an organic fertilizer. And I'm just gonna make sure that I spray the ground, so like a ground saturation method. And that way I can pick this after a while, and I'm not gonna have the Garret Juice taste on my kale and my butter crunch lettuce. All right, so that's basically the method, but it's very easy. So again, I'll just cover what we did to make this raised bed garden. And so basically we got the bunk feeders. We got those at our local farm supply. If they do not stock them, remember you can ask and they'll order them for you. So all you have to do is tell them what you're looking for, and if they don't have the raised bed mix that's organic, again, they can order that for you as well and get it in stock. So those are the two things. Make sure you're by a water source, and then the Garret Juice, they can order that at your local farm supply as well. And this actually makes 32 gallons total from this 1 gallon, so a little bit goes a long way. And then I also want to show you the different plants that I did plant. So this is arugula. I planted this from seed. So I basically made a straight line, and I put about 10 seeds in the line, and then I moved over 3 inches and I made another 10-inch line, and I just kept going. And so I had it staked where I remembered, because when it's a seed you don't know where you planted, so I had popsicle sticks, and then I just pulled those up after I saw the arugula leaves come up. These are Brussels sprouts, and so a little ways to go because they're going to make a stalk with the actual Brussels sprouts on them. This came from a plant, so I actually planted the plants. And then this is butter crunch lettuce, and this was from a plant as well. And I did plant some spinach. It didn't do well. It kind of made like different little parts come up, but I still have the spinach and I kept it. But it gets pretty prolific, so I'll probably still have a good harvest of the spinach. And then this last one down here is kale, and this is curly kale, so there's different kinds of kale. And then I also wanted to show you can use this same method when you're making herbs. And so if you look at this little raised bed over here on wheels, made it into an herb garden. So again, I used the same organic raised bed mix, and I put that in here, and I planted rosemary, dill, parsley, and mint. So again, you're just gonna have to watch, make sure that you're fertilizing it often. And one thing is rosemary and mint get really big, and so you'll make sure that you keep those pinched back. And then rosemary doesn't like as much water, so I already know these things, and I just make sure that I'm watering and fertilizing, but I'm not over watering the rosemary. And then I want to make sure that it's in a partial sun area, because herbs, they don't want to be on your back porch, they want to get a little bit of sun. But anyway, this is another idea for a raised garden. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And also, if this is of interest to you and you're struggling with a health problem and you're looking for some answers, we can help you find the root cause of your health concern by calling our office, Snow Holistic Health, or going to our website, snowholistichealth.com. And here's to helping you transform your health naturally. I'm Dr. Katie Snow. See you next time.